I'm Chef Carl. Welcome to my home. Today we're making shrimp Newburg over puff pastry with brown rice. We'll be right back.
Chef Carl, food whisperer, taking the mystery out of cooking.
Okay, we're back now, and what we're going to do is we're going to make some sauteed shrimp. And I'll show you how to do it with white onion, Crimi mushrooms, paprika, and then I got some Marsala wine and a cast of thousands, I guess. So to start with, we're going to come over by the stove, and I've got this pan, shallow pan, so you can see what's going on. I'm just going to spray it real quickly. It's a non-stick pan, but and also this is the puff pastry I bought at Valley's. There's 10 in a pack. And I'm just going to stick this in the oven. I preheated the oven for about 15 or 20 minutes. The bell goes off and then you go. So we got the pan and we're going to put just a couple sprinkles, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And this is extra virgin, which is hard to find extra virgin. Bada boom, bada bing. And this is a half a stick of real butter. And I got 2 more pieces of butter I want to save at the end just to finish the product off. Turn on the heat, let that melt. While that's melting, I'll take a half cup of onions and about 4 ounces of Crimi mushrooms. And once the butter starts to fizzle, that's like Snoop Dogg says, I'm going to add the onions, the Crimi mushrooms, stir them around a little bit, add a tablespoon, around a tablespoon of paprika, and then I'm going to add a half a cup of Marsala wine. We're going to try to flame the wine, let it cook down, get the alcohol out, and then we're going to add a jar of Bertolli's Alfredo sauce with garlic. We're going to add a half a cup of cream, half and a half or cream, and then we're going to add 3 egg yolks to that to make it very rich. We're starting to sizzle a little bit. So in goes the onions, in go the mushrooms. I'm going to turn the heat up on the other burner to get this to go faster so we can saute it. Because when you're trying to flambe something, you want the items in the pan very, very hot so it's easier to flame. And yes, Ward has a fire department on call in case my flame, sometimes my flames get a little too big. And you don't want to brown the onions, you just want to get them nice and tender. And then we're going to add the paprika. We're going to add the Marsala wine, or Maduro wine, whatever you got, sherry. Sherry, sherry baby. Anyway, that's why I'm not a singer. You can see it sizzling nicely. Now I'm going to add 1 rounded tablespoon of paprika. getting a nice aroma out of this here. This is Marsala wine. Well, I guess we'll just let it cook down. The bottom line is you want to cook out the alcohol. Shrimp Newburg should be a nice, like, pink color. This is 16 to 25 count peeled deveined shrimp, tails on. I buy the shrimp at Meyers. This is an upper end brand called Fredrick. So what you do with the shrimp, you just grab the tail, kind of pinch it, the tail comes off. There, see? Now these shrimp are pretty large, so if you want you can cut them into like thirds. You can buy the next size, you can buy like 25 to 30 count shrimp, but make sure the peeled, deveined, and the Fredrick's upper end. Alright. So I'm going to add this shrimp now to our sauté pan. So now that we have the mushrooms and the onions sauteed with the paprika and the Marsala wine, I'm going to add the shrimp. Then I'm going to add Bertolli Alfredo sauce with garlic. And then I'm going to add some half and half and some egg yolks. I put just a couple drops of water so they don't dry out. And that's going to help thicken the sauce more, and it's going to make it a real rich flavor. We got a nice sizzle going. You can see how pretty those shrimp are. They're beautiful. While the shrimp are heating up, I'm going to show you the puff pastry. I'm going to let them brown a little bit more. Once everything is heated through, we're going to add the Bertolli garlic Alfredo sauce, and that's made with real cream. And then we're going to add half and half, and then the egg yolk, so this is a very rich item. I also microwaved off. It's just, if you put the shrimp in the crust, it's just not enough filling. So we're going to either put the shrimp in the puff pastry, and then this with the rice, or we're going to put it on top of the puff pastry and rice on the side. Okay, now I'm going to add the Bertolli Alfredo sauce with garlic. We're going to pour in a half a cup of cream. I'm pouring it in the jar because I'm going to shake the jar to get all this excess. And I took 3 eggs, 3 egg yolks, with about a teaspoon of water. Gonna add that to the jar. I'm gonna shake it up. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Beautiful. And you'll see that this is going to have just a nice lightly pink color to it. Just kind of work everything in towards the center. These puff pastries are ready to go. I'm going to finish this off. Two slices of butter, or 2 teaspoons of butter. I'm turning the heat off underneath this. And you can see how lovely this is. Beautiful. So this is the puff pastry shell that I cut in half. I'm going to put the shrimp mixture in here, but first I'm going to put a spoon of rice in. Spoon on something that's gorgeous. Look at those shrimp. Like this. And this. Doesn't that look beautiful? Now it's time to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed the video. The next video we're making is crab cakes, authentic Louisiana style crab cakes with real crab, not all breadcrumbs. And I like to tell you, if you want to see the recipe, under the video there's a word that says more. If you hit the word more, the entire recipe is printed out there for you. So I'm looking for a sponsor, and if you buy 6 sponsorships, 2 of those 6 are going to be free. So you got to get in touch with me or Warren, and I'll set it up. You can either be on camera or I can read the commercial. And I'd like to thank Mike, Everyday BBQ, for giving me my start. Grilling and Chilling with Mojo, because he helped me get a number of subscribers. So lots of love. See you next time, and be cool, cats.